hereby opens the court of Kenneth and Sabine, the united sovereign and consul of the Laurel Kingdom of Meridies. Summoned into this court, Sir Roger Van Morville and Caius Aurelius.
Caius, you've been my squire, faithful and loyal, for many years. You have done the kingdom proud and me proud, and I would be wrong not to advance you into the order of the knighthood. To do so, I must release you into our fealty. Will you, instead of being my squire, be a knight of the kingdom? I will. I'll take that belt. I'm going to hold this for you until you have your first squire. At that point, you can have it back. It should have a good and long lineage.
Summoned now into the presence. Summoned now into the presence, the Order of the Chivalry.
I know, are they here?
Let's go back in.
Let's get a little bit closer.
Guys, you come before us to join the Order of the Chivalry. I have heard your words, Mr. Roger, that you are ready, so I will not ask again. We must know that this is acceptable, not just to our order, but to all of our people. Therefore, I ask, is there a royal peer who would speak for this man?
I, Condessa Elisanda de Luna, would speak to the surety of this man on behalf of the royal peers. All who know you know your good, loyal, and true heart, your kindness to everyone, the smile that is ever present on your face. But I, as a previous royal, know your work ethic. The fact that in the rain, in the mud, late at night, in the sun, whatever the occasion, whatever anyone needed, all we had to do was ask, and you'd smile and say, sure, where do I need to go? Anything we've ever asked of you, you've given with a willing heart. And for that reason, I believe you are truly a peer.
The hallmark of knighthood is its 7 virtues. And while I believe Caius to possess all of them, the one I would like to speak on is his loyalty. In recent years, his family life has called him hundreds of miles from your borders. And in years prior to that, the call of duty to his country took him thousands of miles from your borders. But in all of that time, he held Meridies steadfastly and proudly in his heart. He never allied with another kingdom. He held your kingdom and her people in his heart as grandly as we have held him in ours. It is for that reason, for his loyalty to your kingdom and her people, that I stand in surety.
I asked you last night what you hope to see out of the knighthood, what you might see change.
And you said nothing, I hope. I'm having a good time. I think this will be wonderful. I can assure you, equal parts of inspiration and perseverance does not change. It only intensifies. And what I look to see from you
is the day that you are the inspiration for the next person coming up. And you are my
Is there a member of the Order of the Chivalry who would speak for this man?
I, Bryce, will speak for that. I've known Caius for many, many, many eons. As has been said before, there has been many, many trials he has gone through, both personal, SCA-wise, between us. And I don't expect that will probably change. He is my peer. I will happily stand beside him as I have before, but now as my peer. Because he is not being made today. He is being recognized.
We have heard the words of our council, and we agree. So now we must fit you with the trappings of a knight. Are there spurs?
Yes, Your Majesty. Caius, these are the golden spurs of chivalry. They signify a knight's master over a horse. Never let them be struck from your feet in shame.
Caius, you've been my brother as a squire. We wore red together. You're my brother now, and my peer. And I'm happy to see why you're on your way. It will change nothing. It stands for the purity of heart that you have always had, and you will always be.
Graf Gunther spoke of the purity of heart. This chain is gold to represent that purity. It is also the visible sign of the oath you're about to swear. These people into the crown of Meridians. Falter in that oath, and I will snatch this off of your neck so quick.
As an addendum to that chain, as you see, this chain has links. It's my personal chain that I was wearing. Each link represents a knight in the Order of the Chivalry. As with all chains, it is only as strong as its weakest link. Don't you be that weakest link.
Is there a sword?
Yes, Your Majesty. The sword is the outward symbol of a knight's prowess. But know well that a knight's sword should never be drawn in anger, but in defense of the realm and those weaker than yourself. Wear it with care, wield it with mercy, my brother.
I would have your oath.
I, Caius Aurelius, do swear fealty unto the crown of Meridians, speak and to be silent, do and to let be, come and to go, in need and in plenty, in peace and in war, living and in dying, from this hour henceforth, my Lord release me, death take me, while the world end.
And I, Kenneth, King of Meridians,
And I, Sabine, Queen of Meridians,
hear and shall not forget, nor fail to reward that which is freely given, fealty with love, valor with honor, and oath-breaking with vengeance. Your Majesties, Your Highnesses, assembled populace, I now proclaim this man defender of the weak, protector of the crown, knight of the society. Rise, Sir Caius Aurelius. Those of you pre-assigned, come forward to brace this man.
Stands on his own now, Roger.
I'm not pushing forward. These men with their hands upon your backs and those who are very close by are of your lineage, your friends, and they will always be there to support you, just as I will. May this be the last blow you ever receive unanswered.
The great Kenneth, descendant of the noble Orlando, Dux Italia, defender of the realm, Millis of the Equitus, and known to all as Rex Meridii, and she of the idyllic inspiration, the great Sabine, noble descendant of Majesties Gwendolen, and the pride of the Gaia